This is the X2 Pro Super Console by Kinhank. And here's what I know about it. As well as it being a games console, it doubles as a 4K HD TV box that is running Android 9.0. So on the gaming side, you'll be able to boot into Emulate 4.6, and as mentioned before, it is running on Android 9.0, so you've got the benefit of booting up into either of those operating systems. The CPU is a quad-core Cortex A53 at 1.8 Hz. The GPU is a Mali G31 MP2. It's got 2 GB of DDR4 RAM, and the ROM, it's got 8 GB of storage to play around with. Not to mention, it does have expandable SD card slots, so there's that. Wi-Fi 2.4G and 5G, Bluetooth 5.0, USB standard 2.0, and it's got a HDMI out port, so obviously you're going to need to plug this into your TV. The price of the unit, £43.61 as recording of this video. There will be a link in the description below so you can get more information and snag yourself one. And also the link that leads you to it will have a discount code on there, so you can expect some lower prices as well. Now, I don't normally do products like this on the channel, but AliExpress were kind enough to send this in to me in exchange for a review, and no money was exchanged. So I figured, as it's a retro console and we're all about retro gaming here, mostly with handhelds, I thought it couldn't hurt to just give this a try. So here we are. The X2 Pro Super Console by, who is it? Kinhank. Those kind of serious names. Got your warnings and all of that stuff. Choking hazard, small parts. You know how it goes. What's over here? Picture of the unit itself. It does look sleek. It's a plug and play situation. Built-in classic games. Dual system. You can add your games. Not sure why it's got a envelope there. HDMI output, multiplayer, yeah. And up to 20 languages plus. I'm curious about what's inside. Let's go in. In the box, you've got another box. User manual. 2 controllers. Controller 1. Generic. It does feel really light. Controller 2. And it's got the USB receiver in there as well. And you got to put your own batteries. 2 AAAs. What's inside here? Let's go in again. Remote control. HDMI cable. You know, generic stuff. Power supply. The unit, we'll take a look at that in a second. USB hub. Can never have too many. It being blue, maybe it's USB 3.0, I don't know. And you got the unit here. It's plastic, nice, light, convenient, portable to an extent. Let's take a tour around it. So here, you got your power indicator and your connection indicators there. Moving around, 2 USB ports, TF card slot. Let's see what they've provided me with. And that says 256, so that's really nice. There's going to be a bunch of titles on there for sure, and systems. On the back here, power switch, pushing, the power DC, and you've got your Ethernet, HDMI, AV out, nothing on that side, and then back to the front again. It's nice, small and compact. Size wise, what can I compare it to? Oh, I'll take this to hand. I can compare it to the size of my Kinhank RG35XX SP, and as you can see, similar size to a Game Boy Advance SP, so that will tell you that this is not particularly large. Nice, decent size. You can take it wherever you want to go with you. So I'm all connected. I know it don't look pretty. Got the controller here, HDMI out, power cord in, USB receiver for the controller. Let's go. Okay. Okay. Bit of an intro there. All right. And if I press button, Nothing's happening yet. So you have to watch the intro through. Pretty cool though. All right, there we go. So Kinhank Games Retro, it's loading up all the systems on there. And as you can see, there are a bunch of them. We're gonna go through that anyway. Got some music there as well. So it looks like a, yeah, I need to turn that down. So it looks like your kind of classic sort of Emulec or Batacera. It looks like one of those two. So let's just have a run through some of these systems. We'll work our way up. Oh my lord, you got that Supervision. Yeah, look at it. So you got a bunch of games on there. As you can see at the bottom left, it'll tell you the amount of games. Didn't even know it had that many games. PSP, PlayStation, Neo Geo Pocket Color, Neo Geo Pocket, Neo Geo CD, Sinclair ZX81, Sharp. What system was that? Got Naomi. Got a bunch of games on that as well. 75 to be exact, followed by Dreamcast. Sega Saturn. I look forward to testing that out. Sega CD, Sega 32X, Mega Drive, Game Gear, Genesis Hacks, Genesis as well, Mega Drive again, Master System, SG 1000, kind of Master System again, Atomic Wave, yeah, Open Bore, 3DO, the Panasonic 3DO is on here. That's nice. Nintendo DS, Pokemon Mini, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, N64, very cool. Virtual Boy, that's nice. SNES Hacks, okay, but it's got a NES there, but hey, but it's got some fan-made stuff in there, so that's cool. Super Nintendo again, Super Famicom. Jeez, there's just gonna be a bunch of games on here. Game Boy, the old DMG, Famicom Disc, NES, NES again. Oh, that was the hacks. NES again. Famicom, the old stuff. Game & Watch, Super Graphics, very cool. PC Engine, the CD version. PC Engine, the console. Vectrex, gosh, that's going back a while. MSX2, MSX, Intellivision, Odyssey 2, your instruction manual, Amiga CD, Amiga, Commodore 64, ColecoVision, CPS3, CPS2, CPS1, Oozbox, don't even know what that is. Somebody leave that in the comments so I know. WonderSwan Color, WonderSwan, Atari Lynx, Atari 7800, Atari ST, yeah. Atari 5200, Atari 800, Atari 2600. I remember that one. What was that? Psycho. Okay, that's gonna be fun, I guess. MAME, IRM, don't even know some of these. I don't know some of these systems. IGS, yeah, I remember those. Final Burn Alpha, Cave, I don't know what that is. Arcade Classics, GX 4000. Gosh, I've been at this for like 4 minutes. Amstrad favorites, and then back to your all games. Gosh, that was a mouthful. So you've got a bunch of systems there, but before we get into it, you can actually boot into the Android side of it. So it seems like it's like a dual OS thing going on here. So you've got your Emulec here. Now let's move over to your to the Android box itself. So in order to do that, press the select button and you just reboot from NAND. Yes, you really want to do that. Music is still playing in the background. Okay, so yeah, you got your Android box. Everything you would expect it to look like from Android TV. You can use the controller for this, and you can also use the remote as well. So you can mess around that way. We'll just stick with the remote for now. Apps, everything's there. You got access to your Play Store. It's nice and bright and vibrant as well. Looks good. You got your YouTube. It's not connected to my Wi-Fi yet, so we'll do that. Go back, and you've got your regular settings. Everything you need is on here, and you can connect all kinds of stuff. You can add a wireless mouse and keyboard if you want to do that as well. But let's get back to the gaming side of things. You go into My Apps, LibreElec. Let's click on that. Click yes, rebooting LibreElec. And then it's going to reboot the whole thing again. So I wanted to test out fireballs on this thing. So I jumped into some Third Strike right here. Let's go. Fireball, 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 fireball. Air fireball, nope. Sean is just on my case. But it's cool because you got the borders here as well. Get back. Take that, eat that, bro. Right, so PSP God of War Ghost of Sparta. It takes up the whole screen and it looks pretty decent. There is no tweaks that I've done on it so far, so this is literally playing it from factory. And it doesn't look too shabby, you know, to be fair. You might have to mess around a little bit with it in order to get the correct display settings you want, but out of the box, so far it seems to be pick up and play, and we know how God of War can be on some of these systems. Again, you got your borders here, so I might as well test out some Game Boy. Let's go. There you go, all the pixels as well. Oh yeah, and the back end on this, it is RetroArch. I should have mentioned that before. And this is going to play exactly how you would expect it to. Yeah, I love the way the pixels look. Dot matrix and all of that. Yeah, Game Boy. All right, so F0, let's test this bad boy out. Let's go. And it's looking sharp. It looks really clean on here. Yo, Kinhank, I gotta take my hat off to you guys. You lot are doing bits with this little machine here, man. And I'm just goosing right now. Let me come on, let's go. All right, let's go. So I have to use the analog sticks for this one. But again, it looks clean. Oh, I'm dying, man. Where's my dolphin? So yeah, Sonic Adventure 2. Get him in from the run. Oh, I can never grind on these things, man. But it's responsive. It works pretty well. Let me skip over there. Don't want to die. Oh, a bit choppy, but it does the job. Considering how cheap the controller feels, it does what it needs to do, and it's all right. Let's go, Sonic. Jumping into some Afterburner 2, and this is on final burn. Let's shoot. Let's shoot. Am I shooting? There we go. It looks good. It looks clean. Oh, these guys are moving fast. Yo. Shoot them. Yeah. So yeah, there you have it. This tiny little console gives you a massive bundle. I think Kinhank did a good job with this one. Guys, if you want to see more emulation in any of these systems, let me know in the comments below. And the system with the most mentions, I'll do an emulation test of that as well. Guys, questions, comments and concerns, leave them below. Take care, stay safe, and peace.